Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Wind Waker randomizer race. We are in the Challenge Cup, and this is the lower bracket top 16. We have BlankXai versus skinnydee in Game 3. Tracking today, we have Fastest and Ice Cold Killa. And on commentary, we have Claire and Momo, and they'll take it from here.
All right. Yeah, looking forward to this one.
Alrighty, Roo.
Game 3, I saw Game 1. I jank restreamed it. I didn't see Game 2 because I was tired after a day of work. So
I also missed out on Game 2 for a similar reason.
Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure what happened, but what I do know is that this is Game 3. We're tied 1-1, so this is winner take all. Winner will move on, loser will unfortunately be done. So a lot on the line. Hopefully the runners don't let that get to them.
Who is the
try to
winner?
go with the attitude of having some fun.
Who is the winner going up against?
Do we know? I'm not sure.
We
might. I feel like we're probably getting to the point where we are like.
We technically do. However, I think they get a bye then.
Oh.
Because of the dropout. So.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah.
Suppose. Oh yeah.
No,
we kind of don't then in that sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So winner would normally have gone up against somebody who had to drop. So it'll be either Blanc or Zenki whenever we find out. But doesn't matter because right now what only matters is this game and getting through this one and seeing how it goes. So I'm excited. Shout out to Gonzo the Rito. He did it. He might be out of ZeldaSpeedRuns. Or at least MSS speedruns.
Zai is going on my end, but Skinny is not.
I think Skinny's load times are longer. I don't know if Skinny ever sped up disc transfer rate or not. They are both going to peak this top chest though, so that's good.
I had to refresh my page. There we go. Okay. No, like skinnydee was still on the the first menu on the main screen. Yeah. Wind Temple to FF. That's disgusting. That's probably bombs.
Yeah, probably. Well, actually, no, because technically it requires leaf or hookshot to get to Helmrock too. So we could see that could be a leaf in leaf in Wind Temple. That could be a vanilla hookshot or a French vanilla hookshot. It could be funny.
BlankXai finished with a time of 1:15.
Oh, congrats, GG's, dang, and that's it. Record? We're done. Congratulations. No, I think that was an accidental done.
I think everyone's
believe
done
it or not,
BlankXai
is no longer done. They went ahead and rescinded that one. Honestly, it's kind of funny, like, because they're playing on a delay, but I'm sure the bot just, pays attention to everything that happens. That's sort of funny. But yeah, so we'll have to see what that ends up meaning. Also, I saw it, and this is the classic. So they spawn on Cabana. They both peek the chest because, of course, why wouldn't you? And then there was a Cabana's Baron hint. Which I feel like happens every time. Whenever you spawn at like Diamond Step's the worst because when you spawn at Diamond Step, you're like, well, I feel like I have to do this because I'm up here.
I hate it. I hate it.
And then every time I've spawned there, I jump down afterwards and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, you could have skipped that. I'm like, oh my god.
Here's the thing. That is something that I will always just take the L on because who is actually going to jump down?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Yeah.
Like, and if I lose by a minute because the other person jumped down, honestly, I don't even consider that much of a loss. Like, I'm gonna kick myself for it, but like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, just unlucky at that point.
Yeah, but what you were saying about the start here, I find it pretty funny. So Oasis was hinted dead, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. In the race earlier today, I forget who exactly was racing, but they spawned there, and then Oasis was path. So,
I guess miracles do happen. Miracles do happen. Now I even had it where I spawned at Angular. Angular peak was spiky, so I went and grabbed it, and then afterwards I was like, oh yeah, by the way. Baron, by the way.
You know what,
Like,
Claire? I think that was the seed we did together because it was Cabana Deed.
yeah, which honestly, that actually was kind of nice, to be fair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To be completely fair, that was kind of nice. Also, what fairy fountain is this? Is this Northern? Interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Blank going straight for Northern. This feels like old classic, like season 3 play. Often you'd sail up next to Windfall, and then like right as you're passing the ground, there's a spot that you can kind of have your boat, and if you save there, then if you end up resetting out of this fountain, it'll put you on Windfall. I don't think Blank did that. I assume we're just checking a couple things. Like I saw we went to Mother and Child, we'll probably check this and just hoping, you know, Picto box or a delivery bag or something's here before early Windfall. I don't know, was this a path hint? Maybe it was. I kind of missed what the path hints were. Well, even if it was a path hint, Din's Pearl is far from the most exciting thing. Okay. Oh, it was? Okay, so then that would explain why. Interesting. Yeah, oh wait, no, never mind. I read that as freaking Goma for a second. Never mind, yeah. Believe it or not, Din's Pearl is in fact path to Godon, as boring as that is, so whatever. And Cliff is path to Mulgara, which is probably part of the reason why Skinny is over here. Having a little bit of trouble with this storage, is just canceling it just a touch late on this one. It's a very short drop, this second storage spot, so it can be tricky. Ooh, and Blank is definitely of the, I guess, of the perspective that I'm going to be as allergic to Windfall as possible. Let's check a whole bunch of other stuff first.
You know what? That NFI play, I think, makes a little bit more sense now that I saw that it was path.
Yeah, I was, because initially I was like,
play.
weird. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that's part of the cliff, which I think only the inner one there was spiky. So we'll have to see. I don't know if I don't think Skinny is paused yet. So, and I don't see the classic. Well, maybe it was power bracelets. I can't quite. I don't think Links. I don't think I see the golden.
I don't either.
So it wasn't shield, wasn't sword, wasn't wallet. We'll see if the mailbox is jumping around here. Otherwise, we'll have to wait till a save word.
Alright, Zai opting to try the roll cup a few times, not quite getting it, just passing the time, a respectable play, honestly. Sometimes you just can't roll clip.
It do be that way. Well, and two, like, a lot of times people end up doing Mila at Windfall, like, first trip anyways, so if you think you might end up making it night later, there's kind of just no point waiting then.
Yeah. Hammer!
And hammer. Okay.
Now, that hammer will make Zai's trip to Cliff Flat and BPR a little bit more efficient, being able to get Thorn in there.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of, I mean, I wonder too, so, I mean, Cliff is path to Mulgara. Mulgara path could have been hammer. Clearly it wasn't, but it's like, oh man, maybe that was part of the thought. Alright, what did we store? What did we store? Oh wait, no, money first, apparently.
Oh yeah. We gotta be
All right,
greedy.
what did we store? This is what I want to see.
Leaf.
And leaf, okay. Alright, so interesting. So Wind Temple path to Helmrock, that might just be bombs, kind of like you were speculating earlier. That's looking more and more likely.
Ooh, a bow underneath Grandma's
Unless it's like
house.
magic or something. Magic in Wind Temple? Pause?
It could be.
Could be. I think we'll
What
see.
if it's
We'll see.
what if it's like a pearl in Wind Temple for hook shot for like something.
Golf is magic or something, yeah. That could be in logic because we have leaf. Magicless leaf plus hook is actually in logic golf, which is super cool. Shoutouts to that change. You can blow with the leaf even without magic. It's gonna be to the point where like people are gonna get used to playing rando and then they'll try playing the vanilla game and be like, wait a minute. When I save warp, my magic didn't come back. When my leaf ran out, it turned into like this empty husk leaf. What's going on?
Oh yeah, I remember when we first started. Well, it was during RSL when no starting magic was first introduced. I was just like, wait, what do you mean I can use the leaf without magic? and you can like blow it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's really weird having Leaf without magic. Because normally that's a package deal in the vanilla game. Alright, nothing in Jaboons. I just realized how much the runners are like holding hands right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just daytime, nighttime.
Parallel universes.
Oh, and we're gonna see the top of Headstone. Nice. Cool. Yeah, it's always one of those things where like, at least for me, I often don't find myself coming to Outset super early because I'm an early windfall goer. I usually,
Me too.
unless I have like a very good reason not to, I'm just like I'll just bite the bullet and do a couple early things. So sometime like I'll try to wait if I can for some other stuff. Oh, it's sparkles, so there's no way. It's probably I
Yeah.
think that was a feather or something.
I think it was a feather.
Like Blank is not 100% sure, so he's gonna
Yep.
double check, and yeah, it's definitely. But yeah, so sometimes like I'll often go to Outset like with Hookshot or with Leaf, and then so top of Headstone can tend to be awkward for me.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It was actually because of you that I actually became a early windfall goer. So
I like that Mila I don't know. I think there's something about just getting Mila out of the way that's very satisfying for me. I hate when Mila's hanging over my head. Like, oh, I might have something good. Maybe. You're sitting there, you're waiting. You're like, oh god. Again, Skinny's also just gonna change it tonight.
also
Hey,
just
they both did the
kind of-
hard roll clip. They both did Jaboon, so props.
That's the roll clip that matters.
Yeah, it's true.
I am curious if either runner will do the what's become quote unquote meta play of skipping hide and seek and delaying it until you find a Picto. I'm not sure what they did in their last few matches though.
I don't remember either. I feel like it ends up being like you either save it for Picto or you just Lenzo door cancel and so you do it first prep.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally a runner will just do it straight up and then no door cancel, worry about Picto stuff later if it shows up, but not too often, to be fair. Okay, and Skinny's going top of Headstone as well. Alright, so fly around boulder. What about fly around? I think that looked like nothing. Yeah.
Just checking just in case, yeah.
Perfect.
I believe both of these runners are on emulator, so
They can help a little bit, yeah.
they get the privilege of not needing to use the telescope for everything.
Ooh, and Blank is gonna do this feels like also the kind of like become the classic.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're doing DRI early enough, like I think if you wait a little bit later, then sometimes it's like, okay. You usually either have bombs or like you might want to wait for bombs, but yeah, this is like the new option select.
Mm-hmm.
If fly around is nothing, you just take that storage to Eastern and you break into Eastern.
Also, Skinnydee peeking top of Headstone and then immediately going for cycles.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, that's really smart. I like that a lot. It's a really good time to get Cyclos. Although Blank might not have the hardest or like most awkward time getting Cyclos, because usually it's you go to Windfall and then you go to Northern afterwards. But then sometimes if you get a bow, you're like, oh, which one do I do? Mm-hmm. But we already did Northern for Blank, so maybe it's just like pop Cyclos.
Taking the storage from DRI to Eastern.
I guess Blank could actually get Cyclos right after this too, to be fair.
Yeah, you could.
Let's see what we got on both of these. I feel like we're just I feel like it feels like Windfall waiting room, to be completely honest.
However,
alright, well, one of those is much better than the other.
Uh-huh.
We'll see when Blank ends up picking those up, because those would be nice before Pop Ramp.
One of those is a pseudo-required item. So,
yeah.
I say pseudo-required because we don't really know where bombs are just yet. And, Big Pig could be dead.
I don't remember if Western was hinted nothing. But neither one of them electing to Western swim anyways, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think either of these runners are super swimmers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to be fair too, they have FF in logic, so I'll often try to just pick up Western after that.
Yeah.
Although that path hint of Wind Temple to Forsaken Fortress does make that feel slightly more awkward, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I guess they have the hammer, so you just let the cannon shoot the door down, really. Oh, interesting. Great fish.
I didn't see what that was.
It looked brown, so I think this is just great fish. Into speaking of Western, we're just gonna pick it up right now. You know, I wonder if what this is for Skinny too is maybe Skinny is not sure what Blank's preference is, and so it's like we went to Mother and Child. I want to take care of this now because I can.
I mean, there's definitely like two perspectives you can take when you know how a runner plays. You know, you could be like, I'm gonna ignore it because if it's nothing, then they wasted their time, or I'm gonna rush it too because I don't want them to have anything over me.
Yeah, it's like if you know they're gonna do it. It's like if it's nothing, we're equal. If it's something, we're equal. You know, I don't have to worry one way or the other. Yeah, so I don't know. It might be a, or I don't know. Like I'm not sure if Blank did like the swim and won the races and then didn't in the second one, or vice versa. It's always hard to say. All right, well, so that'll be Blank's leaf. Magic still MIA, but that's usually how it goes.
Typical.
This might be. Watch this be the seed where we get fire and ice as well. No magic, often.
I was playing a seed before this, and that happened. It was awful.
So it's always one or the other. Magic either comes like way before those, or you have both your magic items ahead of time. I know it's not everyone's favorite. I like starting no magic. I think it's kind of cool.
It's
Ooh, iron
interesting
boots.
nonetheless. I think it definitely messes with the logic in certain ways that I don't particularly like, but
I still just like that it nerfs Leaf. Leaf is just too good.
yeah.
At least the way that we use it.
I just remember with random starting item, you know, starting with leaf or bombs, it meant so much.
Yeah.
Because it changed.
Those were the jet seeds.
Yeah.
And those iron boots on Western, so how very necessary of you, Western, and no more. Iron boots are so boring. Kind of wish they weren't like hard required.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we could like skip them, you know?
But then I'd have to learn how to door cancel in, so I'm good.
Fair. Yes, we finally have Windfall. To be fair, they actually did get a fair few things. Hilariously,
definitely.
nothing for Windfall though. Oh. Go figure, right?
I don't remember what was on BBR here.
It was
Moblins.
definitely Moblins. Oh, Blank? Okay, there we go. I wonder if that was like, wait, I need to get money. Wait, I have 150 rupees. Never mind. Okay, we might see Thorned. Yeah. I'm like, unless it was hinted dead. So this could be a big difference, because it might not be for a while before Skinny makes their way back to Thorned. To be fair, they have power bracelets, so unless Bomb is dead.
I don't remember.
Then that would like Thorned feels really out of the way, and it is kind of out of the way, but it's not so bad with Bomb. Like from Bomb Island to Thorned is actually like not as far of a sail as it
Oh yeah,
feels
definitely
like it
not.
might be. I don't know what it is about Thorn. Thorn is just like, in my brain, it's like, oh, it's that island that's way out there. But it's not, it's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad.
Oh, apparently Bomb Island was hinted to be Neighbor's Pearl, which would be required.
Oh. Required, but boring.
I read
Alright,
the
well, so
hint
Skinny will get
square.
that before it gets too late. Yeah. That won't be too bad.
Bottle.
Huh. Bottle, okay. Could be better, could be worse. Really, I'm man, the thing that's gonna be crazy this seed too, especially because it's Tower of the Gods, like, what is that Forsaken Fortress path in Wind Temple? It's like, is Wind Temple gonna have to sort of be the first dungeon? I mean, I guess if we get a sword, we can get into Forsaken Fortress, and that'll probably be a decent play.
Yeah.
Take out Phantom and just sort of do it that way, but
I mean, if you have, you know, hook shot, or sorry, what am I trying to say? If you have hammer and master sword, you can full clear FF.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be logical, but you can definitely do it. That's why my brain sort of first went, oh my god, it's gotta be bombs in there.
Yeah, if bombs end up being in Wind Temple, it's just awkward. One, because you want them. Like, bombs are a great item, obviously, but you know, then that's just gonna push Tower of the Gods like pretty, or at least deeper into logic. No one likes clearing empty Tower of the Gods. You know, and I was thinking about this. So, on Thorn, so Blank had spent enough time in the overworld that it turned to day. And I think Blank is also like a get Mila out of the way runner. I think that's most people at this point. So I wonder if this is like, okay, I'll go to Grandma because I want to change at night, and then I'll get the mail, and then we'll do Mila when we go back. So Skinny didn't talk to Tot, so this could be a first dip hide and seek, potentially.
I think we're door canceling. That's what I think we're doing. Because you want to do Tot right before, if you are delaying, you want to do Tot during Mila, or you want to do it right before you do Tingle.
Oh, interesting. Blank didn't grab the mail. I think if you're not gonna grab the mail on this on the outside, you should just save warp out of Grandma's house. But for the future, Blank, when you watch this back, and I know you will, if you're not getting the mail there, save warp out of Grandma's house. It's faster.
Oh, we're going Cyclos.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
That. Yeah, we know what's required, but
yeah, so we won't be able to use the save, but Blank will get power bracelet. Importantly, we'll get power bracelets before Pop Run. So that'll be good. That was like one of the things that I was worried about. Still haven't seen Grapple though. Who knows? Maybe it'll be on whatever this is. What is this? Oh, it's Wallet Mail.
I think Wallet was on Tingle.
Yo, dang!
Giving you Trevor.
Talk about stonks. Yeah, wait. What did Rockspire Beetle have? I don't think it was. I don't think I saw anything.
I didn't read it.
Oh god, imagine like the 500 rupee item was like double magic or something.
I would go grab it.
This would be the seed for that to happen.
Definitely go grab it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy. It's just all rupees. Damn. Yeah, I think I saw orange rupees, so I kind of figured that was at least one of the three that was no good.
Is that what Trevor means? Tingle's rainbow, extremely valuable optional rupee.
I think I've heard like slightly different variations of it, but yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's just like Greg means like green rupee of eternal glory or something.
It's like I don't actually know which came first, the name Greg or like the meaning. Like if people start calling it Greg, and then people are like, "Why do you call it Greg?" And it's like, "Well, obviously it means."
I think it was that. I definitely think it was.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Note to Mom on the boys.
The boys. No delivery bag yet, though. But
Skinny's struggling a little bit with the storage.
Dude, all right. I had this happen to me the other day, where just like this spot would not let me climb up. I don't know what it was. Skinny, I feel you. I don't know where.
The angle's a little
ledge
weird.
Is dumb.
And sometimes I feel like the angle changes even though it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's tough about this spot too is there's a couple different places that you can climb up, and they're at different heights. So this spot in particular can be kind of rough. Yeah, is it like 2 or 3 something? Ooh.
There we go.
Not doing Mila. I thought it seemed like Blanc was gonna change it and then moved away, and now we'll see. No, okay, yeah, Mila first. Yeah. Might have thought about not doing it, and then decided in the end I'm gonna do.
Ghost ship is Cabana. Oh, ghost ship's not needed.
Oh. Well, maybe not needed. Probably hook shot could be in there. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Gosh, Claire, what are you doing?
Not paying attention to the hints. Look, all right. Normally, I try to like read the hints ahead of time a little bit, but had no such luxury today, so I'm even less aware of them than normal, which is saying something because I'm usually not very aware of the hints and races that I'm not doing.
Honestly, same though.
Should probably copy them to a my own little notepad.
See, that's why I'm glad we just have commands, because whenever I get lost, I just
Let's
input the
type it
command
again.
Yeah. Greg used to be a name that Xenu would just call things that didn't have a name, and one Ocarina of Time Weekly in like 2019, one of the comms didn't like the name Validation Rupee because it was confusing to people. So he asked chat for name suggestions. I suggested Greg, and as it was the first human name I thought of, and chat came up with the acronym later. I figured the acronym came later.
That's not too surprising.
Same with Trevor. I'm assuming the acronym
wait, hang on.
came later.
What's the pot? Oh, never was too far. Well, speaking of Greg, there you go. The pot's got the green.
I remember it being called the Validation Rupee from when I played Ocarina of Time. So when everyone started calling it Greg, I was a little bit confused.
I'm trying to remember, because I think there is also some story behind that too, which is just like to make sure that you have the same seed. It's like, okay, is the rupee in the same chest? All right. Oh, sorry, yeah, and Taunt had a sword. So we have well, sort of everything for a Forsaken Fortress out of logic dip.
Ghost ship.
So we'll have to see.
Ghost ship being hinted like that will always be my favorite hint. Always.
You just don't have to worry about the day-night cycle, yeah.
Well, I just don't like Ghost ship. Because unless you can do it with a bow, or I guess technically hookshot.
Okay, it did.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the load zone of Lenzos, I've definitely seen it with like, I don't know, with like weird load zone landings where like somehow it counts it as the lower door. It's weird.
Did Maggie do Diamond Step early to get that chart? See, Jaznix, it's called DSE because it means Diamond Step early, so you just said Diamond Step early.
This is true. Excuse me while I go withdraw money at my ATM machine.
AKA the mailbox.
And buy a chai tea latte.
I had my first pumpkin drink this season, on, I think it was Wednesday.
It's not even October yet. You can't, it's not allowed. October is pumpkin month.
It is officially fall. I don't care.
Is it actually officially fall? Crap, did that happen?
I think so. I think it was the 22nd, was it not?
It might have been. I'm not ready. Command Melody, more like
First
boring.
day of fall 2023. Saturday, September 23rd, yeah.
Oh,
I waited. I didn't go in.
All right, fine.
1st, like
I guess
it's
legally allowed then in that case. I suppose. And I assume Skinny will go get Din's Pearl now, and it's looking like yes. Shoutouts to Skinny for selecting the correct compass. The one that points north.
Honestly.
I did notice earlier that Blank does not have that one, and that makes me a little bit upsetty spaghetti, but it's fine.
I think you commented on this in the Jank restream for game 1
I think I commented on it every time, too. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Just disappointed.
No, I'm just old. I've been playing this game for so long. I can't adapt to change anymore. I'm too set in my ways.
I've been playing for 2.5 years.
Time does fly.
Oh, the first check of Wind Temple's open? Rush that shit.
I mean, if there was ever a time to do it with that path hint, it's somewhat tempting.
Well, you could always just sail there from NFI as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it still might be questionable, but was that Grandma?
Yeah, that was Grandma. I was trying to figure out what mail that was.
Let's go, Grandma.
All right, mail having fire and ice with no magic. You called it.
Yep, it happened. Do be how it goes.
It was Kamali? Where was Ferora's?
Oh. Oh, Grandma had Ferora's prior. So kind of. So kind of. I knew the only mail that Blank needed to get. Yeah, no, I missed that, I'll be honest. We were probably talking about pumpkins.
I just talk.
We were talking about pumpkins.
Listen, I love my Starbucks, okay? What do you want from me? I'm a Starbucks queen.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Introducing the new meat latte, only at Starbucks. We have...
Because of Arby's,
yeah.
Get it. You never
Starbucks,
heard of me called,
we have the
Starbucks?
meat. It's just a cup of gravy. Alright, moving on from that, not thrilled where this discussion has gone.
I do need more caffeine, actually.
Okay, so they're actually both choosing to do the as well. I mean, we saw Blank setting this up, but I guess to talk about it, they're both choosing to door cancel. And we know from Skinny that it's not gonna net either one of them anything. So the question becomes, Pompey and Vera. Was that hinted? I don't remember. It's possible. Because if it wasn't, though, wow, is that... Well, not awkward. Well, it can be. Turns into that question of do you follow the teachings of Tanjo and just gamble it?
We're on ZSR2, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
You made that sound like we're on ZSR2, right? All right. So I guess I can say this then. And
No.
Drop some truth bomb or something.
I wanted to pull up the hints, but it's not letting me type on the commentary page. So I went to go pop out the chat.
Oh, wait, why is it not? What?
I don't know, it's just not working.
Weird.
I think it's a moderator thing.
Look at that. I've got the privilege.
Well,
okay, where is Skinny going?
that's the wrong emote, but I clicked it 3 times, so I'm not
this
going
is just
back.
Crescent. Alright, so we're gonna see Crescent now. So, Blank has done Thorned. Skinny is about to get the spiky here on Crescent. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think Blank has not done Western. So they've kind of traded Fairy Islands, and then Blank has... Oh, Blank hasn't done... not Blank. Skinny hasn't done Eastern. Skinny hasn't done Eastern. So they're pretty, I'd say pretty even then.
I don't think either of them have gone into Paw Print.
No, we haven't seen Paw Print yet. They're probably both trying to wait for Grapple, which I understand, but at this point, Skinny is definitely gonna... Oh, is Scale dead?
Scale the Wall is dead, yeah. That's why, yeah. Oh, Command Melody at Windfall was also our item hit, so that being on Miss Marie. Or not Miss Marie.
Surprise.
Ivan.
Okay, let me look at these real quick.
And foolish.
Dang, Wind Temple, Big Key Chest, POH. My brain's like, POS.
Point of heart, not point of sales.
Point of... God, I started a new job this week, and there's like a million different acronyms for everything. And some of them are like also acronyms that are used for gaming stuff, and it's destroying my brain.
I hate that.
Oh man, like we gotta make sure we connect like the BRs, and I'm like, the Battle Royales? What? Oh no, the base radios. Oh, that's far less exciting. I was like, yo, we playing Fortnite up in here? I thought it was working.
I know in school we had GBD, Golden Brown and Delicious, to describe baked goods. You like bake it till it's GBD. And so that's an acronym. But then when Chat GPT came out, I kept saying Chat GBD.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, we got a shard on top of it. Look at, did you see that color on that shard? That's some GBD right there.
Golden Brown Delicious. It is cheese.
I'm like also going to Crescent. So interestingly, and this it's kind of funny. This is like one of those like small like little like meta things. often we go to Crescent first in the hopes of getting, like, if you don't have everything for paw print, people like to go Crescent first in case you get either, like, the grapple or the bombs that you need to full clear paw print first. But if you have everything you need, because scale is hinted dead, then paw print first is actually probably the slightly, technically, slightly more optimal sale.
Those
but
diagonal
it's really not,
sales.
yeah, it's really not that big of a deal, but...
Here's the thing, both runners did it. I don't think it's gonna...
Oh, it's not gonna matter, especially in that case, yeah.
All we have left is Hop Across, Needle Rock Chest, Wind Temple first, and Big Pig.
Oh. Oh wow! And Hop Across, you have to go to Bomb to get Narrows first. All right, suddenly first check of Wind Temple is not looking so bad. Although I still think an out of logic Forsaken would be a
I
would
agree.
end up being a pretty good call.
Where was the sword?
Hot.
Tot. Yeah, I think doing FF out of logic would definitely just be the play here.
Yeah, upper jail out of logic is still like a little bit awkward, but like not that awkward. And they have the bow, to be fair, so they could even shoot the switch to get out faster, which is nice. Yeah, Tot not to be confused with Creeb. Tot often delivering the goods, Creeb never. As we all know.
How dare you not be a big creeper?
Look, all I know is there's Cleeb and Queeb. And Queeb is too busy inside watching anime, apparently, because he never shows up to the
With
the race.
Tanjo.
Yeah, he's in there with Tanjo. Gambling Pompey and Vera and watching some sweet
Watching this
anime.
race, apparently.
Watching this race. Okay,
They're
Skinny's
watching-
back on Wind. Oh no, sorry, this is first check of Wind Temple. All right, here we go.
Oh, hell yes.
All right, let's see. So, because there are a couple things that this could be to be the path. Like, if magic is going to be in here as path to... Because magic can also be path to Forsaken Fortress if Hookshot is magic locked. So, in that case, it would have to be the first check. And then, like, bombs, similarly, you know, are obviously path to Forsaken Fortress. Like, there's a, you know...
I love this play.
It's less of a kind of like it's less of just a gamble than usual, especially, you know, since we have less things in logic at this point. Because Skinny has Thorned, has Bomb, which would lead to Hop Across, and has Big Pig, and that's it. So
What if it's, you know, Hookshot for bombs on... And bombs are in Diamond Step. Or something.
it definitely happen, yeah. Or like we were saying, if golf is somehow, if magic is somehow, you know, locked by Hookshot, then, you know, bombs could be
Sai's
path
doing
being
it.
on golf or something like that.
Sai's doing it.
All right, so
Doing
we've got kind of like the two different schools of thought here. We've got the out of logic play, which is just to, the idea of this is just to, like, we won't find our logic here, but we might find some items that while we chase our logic will, you know, let us clear more efficiently. And then we've got Skinny, who's just chasing the logic and just wants to get that whatever that item ends up being.
Both valid plays.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Because Skinny is definitely starting to narrow down on, you know, this is going to, you know, one of these has to be an item soon, so.
Oh,
And it
Zyfel.
might even be right here.
Spiky.
What's it gonna be?
Bombs.
And it's bombs and Wind Temple. You've totally called it. All right.
I am the master at reading logic. Also, I took a guess.
So, yeah, but so now, unfortunately, Skinny just has to grab those and leave. You could, in theory, do a couple more things if you wanted to, you know, it's kind of like the leafless Wind Temple stuff, but...
How would you get past the first room without Hookshot?
Oh, that's true, we don't have Hookshot. Never mind, we literally won't do any of that, yeah. I was gonna start talking about how, like, leafless Wind Temple is also just, like, not that great, but it's also not that possible right now. Alright, Blank is gonna store this just because voiding to get back up to the door is a little bit faster. It's like it's a small optimization. It does have that downside of you don't get to necessarily know what your item is right away, but Still, like, it's faster. It's funny, that strat became a bigger play when we still had the map and the compass in Logic. Ooh, Blank will have to go back for that.
Arrows.
Oh, is that light arrows?
Yep.
Oh shit, alright. Well, found him. We have all of our magic items with no magic. The classic. And Blank is gonna have to go back for the upper jail check.
You can just take the floor master, thankfully. But
Yeah.
it's a little bit slower, but...
Oh, hey, we got something up a goblin. Watch this just be magic.
Ooh!
Or hook shot. That also works to go back and grab.
Damn, this logic is gross.
Yeah, go to Wind Temple, get your bombs, leave, come over here. I mean, that's the benefit of hints. The hints kind of let us know that we might have to do something like that.
That's actually really good, because if... Also, that's a great place to find hookshot.
Oh, super convenient. Yeah.
Grapple hook.
Damn. Holy shoot. That stuff is kind of loaded.
Depending on where magic is, unless magic is directly bomb locked, Zai will be single dipping Wind Temple now.
Yeah, and I think after having just checked Bomb Mail and Southern Ferry, I don't think it can be bomb locked anymore. Like hard bomb locked anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Unless there's something I'm not thinking about, but because power bracelets cover other functionality of bombs, obviously.
So, Zai doing this strat, which we've seen people do a few times. It was a huge strat in mini blends, where you get storage, and then you store choral text after the cutscene. So you store the cutscene, and then after the cutscene, you get storage back. So you store the choral text, fight Phantom Ganon like normal, and then use the storage text to then open the chest, and then you get chest storage. It's really weird. I don't understand how it works, even though I just explained it.
It's honestly not a bad option select with the somewhat awkward routing that ended up happening because we needed upper jail and then we happened to find hookshot, so we weren't really near that spot that people would often grab storage at. Although I suppose, to be fair, Phantom wasn't even dead yet at that point, so never mind.
But yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, once you close this text box, you will get storage back, and so you just wait until this cutscene's over to do that.
This strat is actually, I believe, made possible in this exact manner by the fact that you cannot get back in the boat and leave during Phantom Ganon after you've spawned him in. But I guess you could have also just done it with regular text, so I don't know what I'm saying.
All that matters is that it works, we got our storage, and Phantom Ganon also had a spiky, so that was like 4 out of 5.
It was hookshot, that was grapple, that was light arrows, and whatever's in that
and whatever this is, yeah. Which, watch it be like another sword or something. Or if it's magic, imagine. That would be crazy.
Oh no!
Ooh. I think that angle was a little too acute.
Landed in an okay spot.
Just has to be like, how do I path back? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, definitely fallen down there and not knowing how to get back up. skinnydee going for Nehru's Pearl. You have to do it anyways, then probably gonna hit up Thorned and grab that bottle.
Ooh, I think that mini blend kind of stole Blank's camera there a little bit. Now this feels like HD speedrunning. They often clip through the wall and end up underneath the Phantom Ganon arena.
Mm-hmm.
So they swim to that spot to get up. That's right, I see you out in the chat. Shoutouts to the HD runners in chat, and by that I mean I see Scythials. I see Scythials in chat. We have at least one, maybe more. Alright, here we go. Third time's the charm. I bet Blank's probably trying to land in bounds, yeah, and just do the hammer peg. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little too acute with the angle. A little too acute. Alright. And that'll be Bomb Island. Cool. No magic though. Still, which is like Tower of the Gods is kind of awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Even still, although with the bombs, at least we can do all of first floor. Like, I wouldn't hate seeing first floor, and then potentially you start thinking about, like, okay, Forsaken Fortress time. Wait, Jen, would it be stored? I don't think we know yet, do we?
Nope. Wasn't a sword.
Oh, here's the
wasn't a
problem. I
wallet.
don't know what freaking Cloud's shield looks like. It's, like, also really tiny. So the one thing, I think this model is great. I actually think it's awesome. It's definitely one of the better ones. Super underrepresented, by the way. So happy to see somebody using it. Shoutouts to Blank. But God, the shield is not my favorite.
I don't
it's
think it was
not
a shield.
obvious when you have this shield at all. Tingle statue. Oh, it was hinted. Wow, incredible.
Oh,
I'm very, very smart.
we knew that.
Yeah, just making sure y'all are paying attention.
Yeah.
Of course. Classic. Alright, so it wasn't a shield. But all I'm saying is if it was a shield, especially
It'd
when
be hard to
Master Sword's still on Cloud's back, it's like super hard to tell. It's honestly so hard.
I like the hammer on the Cloud model, though.
The hammer is so good. Yeah. And like the boomerang is like some big like freaking shuriken thing. It's super cool. Alright, and Skinny's gonna get the bottle. Which we haven't gone back for Big Pig yet, so we could probably consider doing it. But maybe want to try and greed out the ability to do golf and or diamond step as well. We'll see what Skinny decides to do here.
I imagine Skinny might go and save Grandma and also do Big Pig.
Oh yeah, wait, of course, because Skinny doesn't have Thor's Pearl. Yeah, never mind. They were just picking up Bomb Island because they had to get it on the way to Thorn. Yeah, wait, that was probably like the only thing they could do in logic besides Phantom Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well. That's me paying attention.
I'm proud of you, Claire.
Thank you. You know, if magic ends up being either hookshot or grapple locked somehow, then, like, not only, because bombs are just required to get in Forsaken Fortress, but the logic wants you to have either hookshot, leaf, or, actually, no, I don't think, maybe not grapple. Never mind. That's like a personal one. I feel like grapple's required, because if you fight Phantom and then you try to do stuff at the top, if you don't have grapple to cross that huge gap with the big sidle, you have to like go take out some of the cannons, and it's a huge pain in the ass. If you're going up Forsaken Fortress and you're not taking storage all the way to Helmrock, you really don't want to do that big sidle anyways, because it's so slow. It takes forever. And Blank is doing the Western Sail. Let's go. It'll be Iron Boots.
Would you argue that this is one of the worst sails in the game?
I don't like going past the reef because you have the chance to get totally rolled by bombs.
That's some reason I don't like it.
But it's not like time-wise. It actually works out pretty nice. I like it because it's not something that you immediately think about. Because like I think so many people just jump back into Coral at Forsaken and just peace out. But there are some things in the area. You can even in a pinch grab Cyclos at Mother and Child.
Never would have thought about that in a million years. To be quite honest with you.
Ooh, Skinny going for the pacifist nighttime pig strat.
No, Piggy!
And that's why I hate doing that side op strat, because have the same thing happen. And I don't know what it is about Big Pig. I did not realize this until I think it happened to Jarhead, where he was doing the side hops and that same thing happened. Something about throwing Big Pig lets you push Big Pig in the water. But if you don't do the, like, you know, glitch throw...
Really?
Oh, interesting. Skinny is just saying, never mind. It must be something with that, because, like, you could see Skinny couldn't push the Big Pig.
Yeah.
But you can definitely push Big Pig. If Big Pig ends up in the water after doing the big yeet throw, you can definitely push it. So I have to imagine it's has something to do with that. My guess, this is a. I'll come do it. I'll try to do it when I come back for the Great Fairy.
Fairy, or like golf, or
Yeah. Or sometime when it's day, you know, and I don't have to change it. So we don't have to at least don't have to get the ghost ship here. So it's not like we're fighting that night cycle, but still.
we're doing Diamond Step early.
Ooh, and we're doing Tree Branch, I think, as well. Somebody was watching the Chanjo V
Kit races.
the Chanjo V kit races.
Yeah, with the 2 times vanilla magic, and the 3rd time the item up there locked magic.
Yeah, vanilla with extra steps. Yeah, kind of wild. Ooh, Skinny still in the island? Okay, there we are. Good. Thought we popped out for a second. There we go. That should be long enough. I think Blank was releasing the dive a little bit too soon. I usually just wait for the first dong of the metronome. And that generally works. I like that backward hammered strat. I always associate that with DJ, because that's what I saw it do it first, but I don't know if they actually came up with that strat.
Wow, Diamond Step is dead. It's a good thing we didn't spawn here, right?
Well, it would have been the same story if we spawned here, because except it would have been hinted that time, I'm sure. We do have bait bag. We could consider going up to Needle. Unless that was hinted foolish and I'm dumb. But it's looking like we're doing Needle.
No,
or at least Islet.
Need a rock chest is something, I believe.
Oh, we're going towards Islet, though.
What is that? Oh, that's a shard, right? Yeah.
No, look how golden brown and delicious it is. Couldn't you tell from looking? Come on, I thought you had the...
Honestly, it looked
I
like
thought
a
you had
pear
the
for a
baker
second there.
vision.
I...
A
You know-
pear?
You can revoke my degree, Claire. It's okay.
No. I could never, because I'm sure you know a hell of a lot more about it than I do. And it's like not even close. Alright, this is gonna be the Nair's Pearl for Blank.
Okay. You can make cookies for the class. Vision was impaired. Yeah, Blank did get arrow mail and it was dead. I think it was a heart.
To be fair, I think FF already had enough items, so
Yeah.
we can forgive Errol this one time. Oh, this is. I feel like this is. Wait, what was Ghost Ship? Did I need Ghost Ship? Cabana did.
Yeah.
Like now does Blank remember though that Cabana was foolish? Did we
So
mark
we're on
Cabana
island.
dead?
Might be one of those cases of, you know, I remember Ghost Ship was hinted, I just don't remember what.
Yeah, it's definitely hitting something. I marked it off, or like maybe I didn't mark it off. So like, let me just make sure since I'm here. It's like the classic, like I'm pretty sure I haven't stored Ghost Ship, but it's here. So let me just open up my charts real fast and double check. Because I'd hate to find out.
And after Zai gets his pearl, they'll be able to go Taji.
Which might end up being the plan.
Well,
Probably
no,
not.
not
Just
the
for
bombs
Hop.
yet.
That's right, we don't have the bombs.
Yeah,
Could still do it just for Hop. It's hard to say. Might be thinking about it. Okay, Skinny did come back for this chest. I wonder why they didn't pick it up on the first pass. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just one of those, like, you're just thinking Islet, and you're just thinking Islet, and then you're like, wait. Or it was hoping for Fire and Ice and Islet, maybe? That might have been it.
With no magic?
Oh, with no magic. I don't know. Skinny, come on, what were you thinking, huh?
I'm sailing here!
Honestly, yeah, they just wanted to cruise. I understand. Cruising on a Friday evening.
Is it Friday?
Is it not? God, I hope so.
Is it
I don't want to work tomorrow. Please. I've had a long enough week as it is. I already feel my voice like is kind of shot this time
my
around.
days are such a blur now.
Oh god, it's just Maggie's letter too. That's so
Friday,
annoying.
September 29th. It's almost October. What? Where did the year go? It was just September. Wait. That's...
You were the one who was telling me that fall just started. I thought you were aware of these things, Momo. Please.
Listen. My seasons are not fall, winter, spring, summer. My seasons are pumpkin season, peppermint hot cocoa season.
Freaking what? And then like what? The freaking
lavender lemonade season.
Is that a thing that they have? And the freaking shamrock shake, the shamrock shake in there.
Shamrock shake season.
That's how I know it's March. And no other reason. Alright, there we go. There's Ferro's for Skinny. Ah, here we go. We're back for Big Pig. As in, now this time for sure. Skinny doing it for the fans. Oh, never mind. Not doing it for the fans. Doing it for the
justice.
Yeah, doing it for the personal vendetta, the personal justice. We are doing the side hops yet again. Sorry, I baited everybody. I thought we were eating during the day.
Speaking of bait, did skinnydee buy bait?
I sure hope so. I think so. One of them definitely did. I think they both did.
There's only 2 seasons, hot and cold.
We'll find out in about 2 seconds here. That is indeed bait. Oh yeah, they just used a pair, so I would have hoped. I'd hoped that they had bought bait too. Oh great, a Tingle statue. We still don't have the 5th one either. Oh wait, no, that is the 5th one. I'm a dummy. Skinny's missing the Phantom one. The Phantom statue. Is it real? Who's to say? Oh, I'm blank. Is this blank getting baited by Hopacross? Oh no.
Oh no.
This is understandable.
I feel like...
But with that path hint in Wind Temple, I'd be like, man, I'm really feeling that, though.
Yeah. Oh!
Blank's like, you know what? Screw this. Never mind. I don't have bombs. I do not want to do hop across. That sounds terrible. Let's leave. Respect. The last thing you want to do is go in for just hop and then get a small key. And then be like, ah. Not only was this not a useful item, it was an item I could have skipped, had I known.
Right,
well, guess what, Xeno? It's looking like you're gonna see Big Pig once again. So just don't miss it the second time. I will not spoil what it was, but I can't promise that anyone in chat will.
I'll be honest, I was looking at Zai and not skinnydee17.
Oh, then you'll get to get surprised too.
Listen, I have the attention span of a walnut. I can't...
Oh, dang, we're really not seeing any eats today. Too much nighttime pigging. Unlucky.
Oh, Zai's going for Angie Pig!
Yeah, so this strat can be fast, it's just a little scary, because if the pig hits you with 3 hearts, you die.
No!
And just like that, because man, it's like we installed the bonko mod that Crane made. That is a really unfortunate bonk for Blank.
So I do a lot of VC races, with, a bunch of different people, and a lot of times I'll just hear from 2 specific people, oh, I just died. And then I look at my inventory and I see I have bait bag and power bracelets. I go, was it Big Pig? They go, yeah.
It's definitely one of the most surefire ways to end up dying in this game. A game where almost nothing does damage to you, and then Big Pig does 3 for some reason.
I think the only thing else that does that much damage is, no, Mulgara does 2 hearts.
Yeah, like not even Mulgara, not even Ganon. I think like Dark Nut attacks, like there's like there's like one specific Dark Nut attack that can do like that much damage.
And you can avoid that attack if you just don't. Oh, yeet!
We got it! We did get one in the end. There we go. It's a blessed stream after all. Shoutouts to everybody's favorite strat. Oh, and Skinny's got the same thing. So neither one of I'll be honest, if I don't have Lever Hook, I just bite the bullet. I'll get chest on bed, and then I'll just go straight to the Floor Master Express. But they both get to do this nice little convenient route of just grab hookshot and then grab the chest. Easy. There you go. Did you see it that time?
No. Okay, it was a single statue.
Yeah. Were you too busy looking at Skinny?
Yes.
Looking at that grapple? Yeah, no, I had to be like, wait, what was that chest again? I don't remember. That's right, it was grapple.
I can only pay attention to one thing at a time, Claire.
Fair, fair. So I think, is that 5 for Blank? I don't remember now. Ooh, and we're gonna see golf. Ooh, leafless golf. Okay, let's go, let's go. Or no, not even leafless golf. This is leaf golf.
This isn't logic.
Yeah, once Blank grabs those bombs and from Wind Temple, yeah, this is in logic. We know the logic for this. I want this to be magic. I think that would be awesome if this was magic. It would be very funny though if Hop Across ends up being magic, because Blank like almost went there. Be a little tragic, but kind of funny.
Yeah, but it's Hop Across. Hop Across sucks.
Oh yeah, I think if there's magic on Hop Across, you definitely end up last locationing it, but it would be funny. And this is one of those cases, as someone not running, that'd be very funny. And I would like to see that.
Golf.
Alright, one successful. Angle looking a little steep here. I'm not sure I like this. You actually want a much... Oh, are we going for the sword slash? Never mind. I don't know the angle for that one.
I don't know either.
I only do the rolls. Alright, Blank knows it though, and that's all that matters, because that's first try golf skip. Let's go. Very nice. Oh, and then... Not first try dunking the ball from literally inches away. Unlucky. Did Skinny kill Phantom Ganon? I hope not.
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is actually what I was talking about. Yeah, if you haven't killed Phantom Ganon, you cannot make this... oh, should I say that mini blend? You cannot make that sidle without taking out the spotlights, because you will get cannoned to death. Or at least not to death, because it's Wind Waker, and like we established, the only thing that kills you is Big Pig. But you will get knocked off and fall, and then you'll wish it was to death. It's like almost more insulting at that point that it doesn't kill you. Yeah, exactly. Gross logic is great if you're just the one watching. It's awesome. So much less stressful.
It's like Helmarok softlocks. Like you always hope they happen to somebody else.
This is true. But also, in a race setting, I hope they just never happen to either side, at least. Especially if one person didn't get... If it's like if one runner gets it, I kind of like want the universe to balance things out. Mm-hmm. But if one of the runners gets through it just fine, it's like, okay, come on, let's not let this be decided by softlock shenanigans, please. Like, let's hope both runners make it through. Oh, yeah, so I'm trying to think of like what Blank has after this. It also becomes one of those situations where like I don't know if Blank sphere tracks. I want to say they do, or at least did in the past.
I don't think they do anymore.
They might not have. I feel like I might be partially responsible for that. So I've definitely talked at length, well, not at length before, but I am not a sphere tracker, mostly because I tend to track things in groups. So I can't be bothered to sphere track.
The benefit of sphere tracking is, well, one, the tracker will then tell you where you got items when you scroll over it. So you'll be able to easily refer, and it's really nice when you're thinking about like, oh, what did I get at this path location? You know, what do I need to follow for my path hints or whatever? And then also it tells you what is in and out of logic.
Yeah, so that like the reason that's important in this case is so Blank has hook shot, Blank has grappling hook, Blank has light arrows, and a Tinkle statue, all locked behind bombs. So as long as you're, keeping track of your logic, or in that case, sphere tracking, I think Blank's only logical check Right now, we have hop across, we have first check of Wind Temple, and we have the bait bag check on Needle Rock. That's it. So Blank will know that one of those three has to have an item.
Also, sorry for cutting you off, Claire. We forgot to warn about the super swim. Apologies.
And unfortunately, a bit of a super drown, which is not quite able to make the angle work.
It's a hard swim.
Yeah, Islet is a really tough one. Islet's a tough one. If you're out there and you're thinking, hey, I want to learn a super swim, honestly, the Western one, it's a little intimidating because of the double storage shenanigans, but it's not too bad. And that swim can be pretty forgiving. And it's one of the most useful swims.
We're going Wind Temple.
We're going Wind Temple.
We're going Wind Temple, going to get bombs, and then I imagine we just go Taji.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, unfortunately, never found wherever magic ended up being. It was not golf. So, at this point, I think it might have to be Tower of the Gods. I don't think we've got much else.
It's unlucky considering there's a sword there, but also, we'll go back. I know Zai will go back, because I think something was on Needle Rock as well.
Yeah, I think it was Maggie's, so... Yeah, probably at this point we'll just try to wait for Magic to do both of the Needle Rock checks with Fire and Ice.
Now,
assuming that's possible, which it might not be if it ends up being behind Maggie's letter, but we'll see.
Zai does have the option here to go open up the warp pot.
That's true.
Now, you would have to go back to FF, and at that point, I don't know if it's faster. But
yeah, and you have to do the second room too without Leaf, so you have to fly Makar up and over, and it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's seen so infrequently.
Wait. Couldn't you just use the leaf to blow the fan?
Oh shoot, yeah, I keep forgetting that's right. You can do that now with the leaf, can't you?
Skinny didn't have the leaf before.
Yeah. Well, it didn't have the hook, so we couldn't even do the spring storage.
That's right, that's what it was.
But probably we'll just grab this and leave. Oh, maybe turn off the wind first? I like that.
You're already in Makar, it makes sense.
Yeah. Nope, never mind, we're going deeper. Alright. This is probably we're gonna open up some stuff. So again, one of those instances where, like, you know, as long as we're making sure that we're tracking where our logic is. Oh, never mind. Just seeing bombs and saying, never mind, I'm out. That might have been a just in case that wasn't something that I could immediately do something with right now. Because like I said, there was this, there was Hop Across, and there was the Needle Rock chest. So it was like a, you know, sort of 33% chance, although again, there's also knowing that there was a path hint somewhere in Wind Temple. Which I'm just gonna assume was the bombs.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I think at this point it has to be.
Yeah, I don't think.
Because it's seeming very likely that bombs lock magic at this point. So bombs not only are just clearly a path to Forsaken Fortress, but then also actually locked the hookshot too, which is, you know, you need hookshot or you need leaf to technically do the climb. So, gonna cover each other's footsteps a little bit, and then I think as we start to sync up, we might kind of get a clearer idea of who may or may not have a lead. Because right now it's pretty hard to tell, honestly.
Area is this?
This is Southern. Yes, we saw this from Skinny earlier. Not that I remember what it was, though.
I don't think it was anything.
Blank was hovering for delivery bag on their tracker for a little bit. Maybe going for a read or hoping, but no such luck. Yes, I don't think this was anything. One's a heart. I suppose it's not the worst. So that angle is definitely not going to work. And then not that one might, but it's, yeah, no. It's weird. You really have to angle like way farther right than it looks like you should. That's the secret for the golf. Yeah, it's like those are straight ahead, so you would think it would actually move straight ahead, but it doesn't. Not even at all. That's looking a little bit better. Yeah, that should be good. Nice. Ah, great fish. Maybe that's part of the reason why Blank was hovering delivery bag. Hoping to, you know, get it so that we could do that. Yeah, it's looking like Islet's on Blank's mind, especially with those bombs now. Really wants to go pick that up. I'm sure both of the runners are going to clear a lot, hoping to find magic before inevitably going into Tower of the Gods, because I think that's all we really have.
Needle, Islet, and Tachi.
Yeah.
Which, there's a sword here in Islet. There was, I want to say it was Maggie's letter on Needle
Yeah,
Rock
Maggie's,
Chest.
yeah. And then we haven't seen anything in Tower yet. But it wouldn't surprise me if Skinny goes there soon. Probably gonna grab top of Tree Branch, and then I'm trying to think of what Skinny has left that we have not seen.
I think similar checks. Or I guess just Tachi at this point.
Yeah, after this, I don't... Is there something I'm not thinking that Blank has done? I don't think so. So Skinny might have like a slight edge right now. But I feel like doing the Tree Branch will be a bit faster than grabbing Needle Rock. Well, I suppose it might be close.
Yeah, this check takes a while unless you're doing it backwards.
Yeah.
Which we, of course, don't have the ability to do, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, if we could shoot the fire and ice, I think Blank would get the Needle Rock chest faster, but we can't, so... Flying the bird all the way up there takes a little bit of time.
Hot minute.
So it's just a hot minute or so.
A hot, spicy minute.
Hopefully not too spicy though. I'm a baby when it comes to spicy food.
You know what?
When I was in high school, I thought barbecue sauce was spicy.
You're
I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. It was barbecue sauce. I'm like, oh, it's got a little bit of a bite to it.
A little bit of a kick.
A little bit of a kick. Damn. Believe it or not, I've my tolerance has grown somewhat since then, but not by a whole lot.
Can be spicy, but
oh, what mail is this? Bomb mail?
Yes.
Oh, because Blank didn't get it on Southern. Forgot to grab it on Southern.
Yeah, Xenu makes a point. It's literally just boiled ketchup and spices.
Yeah, too much spices if you ask me. Clearly too much spice. Well, that's where Blank remembers. Oh yeah, no magic. Unlucky, no magic. Oh, okay. Skinny took a little bit to select the file there. That had me a little scared.
Now, I know that there's a trick in Ocarina of Time, I think in Gerudo Fortress, where you basically roll into the fire, and then you can open up the chest. I wish that was possible with that chest right there.
Oh, I know, right? And trust me, I've definitely tried, and I'm sure plenty of other people have too. Does not work, as far as I can tell. Yeah, so I think they are now both even on checks. I think they've done everything the other person has done, and the only difference being that Skinny is currently in Tower of the Gods, and Blank has to go there now. I think otherwise we're totally evened up at this point.
I mean, we're looking for magic, 1 sword, and 3 shards? I think.
Yes? No, 4 shards. Or do we know where one of them is?
No,
3 shards. Yeah. 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't think we got any hinted shards.
No. Oh, the big key.
Dude,
looking all the better for Hop being dead, yeah.
If Hoppergrass is a small key, Blank is going to praise himself. for not going for it.
I feel like Hop was gonna be magic. It's just that gut feeling. I don't know.
Oh, here's the thing. I wouldn't even gamble it here. I would just go for it.
Oh, I think you probably just go for it, yeah. Unless you can 100% guarantee that it's not going to be the small key, which, having just seen this chest on Skinny's side, it will not be the case. I think you just go for it, yeah. Also, is that random enemy color for Skinny? I'm almost positive those are like off yellow. I don't think those are the normal yellow color for yellow shoes.
I think so? Yeah, no, those are like green.
It's like freaking, some like lime candy.
Oh, we're using the statue.
Ah, probably doesn't like to do magicless 4-1 skip.
I respect it.
So now, I guess,
Super
hopefully for Skinny now, it's not a small key on Hop. Assuming Blank does the magicless 4-1 skip.
Well, I think also, you know, there is still a chance that hop across is a small key, yes, but you'd already found a big key and a small key here on the first floor.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. Basically, I made the decision long in the past that at that point, I'll grab it.
Yeah. My general rule.
It's slightly tempting not to if you have the big key already, because you'll know at least you won't have to big key skip. But like, if it ends up being magic, that sucks so bad. It really, really blows. Because I feel like, all right. I'm trying to think of like what kind of color. I mean, it's like a laser lemon or something. Like if it was like a Crayola color. Like what?
Laser lemon.
I'm pretty sure that's a Crayola color, I think. Laser lemon? I don't know. Like,
where's Google?
It's like a very
Laser
neon yellow.
Lemon Crayola. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, Crayola colors, they went crazy with them. I don't... They just at a certain point, they kind of just gave up. Alright, so...
The commentary chat.
Never mind, easy. This is a, Yeah, see that? All right, that is 100%. Look up laser lemon Crayola on Google and tell me that is not the color of skinnydee17's choo-choos right now.
I think the chews are a little bit more green.
Well, what do you look? Then what is that color? It's like a slightly greenish, sort of neon yellow. I don't know.
Yeah, that's laser lemon is way too yellow to be that color. There's no green in laser lemon whatsoever.
No, I don't know about that. It's looking. I don't know.
Nah, Claire, I don't know what kind of copium you're on right now. Oh my god,
hop across at the same image? I'm not sure.
Hop across is something.
Yeah, hop across has to at least we know it's not a key. So both of the runners are 100% going to grab it now. Like we had this big debate of like, do you, don't you? And then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, actually just this.
Nah, you guys are crazy.
Look, all I'm saying is that if you were to taste Blank's shoes and Skinny's shoes, I'm sure Skinny's would be sour and Blank's would be, I don't know, some freaking banana flavor. That's all I'm trying to say here. Oh, Skinny didn't do hop across.
Oh.
Wait, this is why I'm gonna be honest. I usually...
Oh no!
I don't know. I mean, if it ends up being... Maybe Blank just like... Or Blank. Maybe Skinny just likes to just gamble this check in general. But I'll be honest, this is scary. I
mean, you know you're gonna come here anyways. That chance of it being magic looming over you, I think... might be more efficient.
Yeah, I'd be spooked. I don't know. I'd be spooked.
Way too spooked.
I mean, I guess the thought is like, if I find magic or something deeper in the dungeon, I can fire arrow the torches. But oh man, I don't think well, we'll see. And it's nothing.
Oh.
So it's gonna be fine for Skinny. And like I said, for all I know, maybe Skinny just likes to gamble it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe Skinny is just like, I don't care, it's hop across. I hate that check. I'm not doing it. Skinny is a hop across skipper? Okay, well then there we go. That explains it. And that'll pay out.
You can do all of Tot G without magic up to getting the third statue logically.
Yeah, so it's literally everything except for the big key chest and the boss. So magic could be in a lot of places here. And the place it always seems to end up as well is freaking the floating platforms room too, of course. I feel like that happens too often.
Now, Claire, what Crayola color is the light arrows?
Are the light arrows?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know enough Crayola colors. I just remember Laser Lemon because it's cool. As a kid, I'm like, that color, that name's awesome.
Crayola color names. Razzmatazz. Outer Space. Fuzzy Wuzzy.
A lot of them are also definitely not colors, but, you know, they can pretend if they want to, I guess. Oh, hey, final sword.
Where was the... Huh?
Interesting. Blank's side hop angle here looks good. I think they're not centering themselves on the pillar.
Yeah.
You want to, like... You need to sidle to the right just a tiny bit. And I guess, like, I always did it, and I don't think I really realized how much that matters until just right now.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that matters more than I thought it did.
What was in that chest? Sword?
Sword, yeah.
Okay.
Sword.
I got like 30 seconds behind for no reason.
Oh, interesting.
Schwad.
But I always give like one hand over hand sidle to the right on the pillar. Okay, that looks like it should probably work. So you want to like ESS swim like straight upward, so that way you turn, and then follow the line. As otherwise, unfortunately, you get too much motion, and it's easy to fall out or into bounds. Actually. Yeah, leafless 4-1 skip. Can definitely be rough. It's one of those things too where it's like, I feel like we almost never used to have to do it. It was like very rare, and then this season it's like very common. It's become far more common. Yes, you want to be very, very slight with this stick. Okay, that should hopefully be good. Blank has to just make sure we don't swim too far to the right.
There you go.
The water, as much as the visual for the water extends out that way, it doesn't actually physically. Okay, good. We're in the hallway. All right, nice. We're through. And now we get to do Tanjo's favorite strat over on Skinny's side, which is first command melody skip.
Nice throw. Nice throw.
Hopefully it goes well for them. Let's see. There you go. It's just that easy.
Nice.
Just side hop. Easy,
nice
easy.
Angle. That angle's not always the greatest to get, especially when you're like learning it, because every model has different size feet, and a lot of people use the feet to.
Yeah, and then if you ever change model, it's like, oh god, I don't know.
I do a slightly different strat where you can shove yourself into the farthest into the corner of the pillar right next to it, and then side hop, and it should automatically put you in the right spot. But it does take a little bit of extra time. Not much, but...
Yeah, it's such a finicky trick. Sometimes it's like you feel like you do the same thing and it just doesn't work. And you're like, I don't know why it didn't work that time.
Overworld is tied right now. The main difference is that Zai has done hop across and Skinny did not.
Well, I think Skinny did the vanilla strat for opening up floor 1, but I think because the floor 1 skip gave Blank so much trouble, probably ended up still being faster, I would say.
Is magic?
A lot of spikies so far.
Ooh,
no, we do need those.
Okay,
a lot of required items. Nothing that's that like actually useful, like in terms of doing things faster.
So we have 2 unknown shards, a shield, and magic.
Yeah, sounds about right. Don't think, well, yeah, and you know, for all we know, like that also involves like needing the delivery bag, but we'll cover that bridge when we get there. For all we know, to be fair, delivery bag could be in a barren location. It has happened before. We do know that Cabana D does nothing, so that's 2 delivery bag checks off the rip that are just not required. Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, Blank is so close to the edge, they might not get the full hop. It's just like one of those super weird movement things. Yeah, if you don't get enough of a run up, like Link's jump distance is different. Which, we could take this moment to shout out the fact that thank God we don't have normal SD rolls. This is not, this room is not, Blank's room right now.
I've been there. This room
Been there.
sucks. This room sucks. Especially, you know, the timing becomes off when you have to then turn and pick the statue back up. Because then you can't just run and jump.
And honestly, it makes me think about, to anyone who's ever speedrun Celeste. When you enter into rooms versus when you respawn in rooms, you have, like, slightly different strats because, like, things are slightly different time and whatever. Also, well, all that talk about it potentially being dead did not happen. And also, well, okay, magic could be behind a delivery bag check, which would be very funny. But also, it's probably going to be in this room. Well, and at this point, it has to be the lower check if it's anything. It's not here.
Magic's not in here.
And Skinny's save warping out.
Probably doesn't like the magic.
Might not like the bomb boost or the
Fair.
The other strats for getting the third statue. So yeah, I think it has to be delivery bag locked because that's the only thing that we got in here that opens up anything.
It can be Zunari. It can be on either Maggie's or Moblin's letter. It could be on Note to Mom.
I'm also just like, man,
that's it.
And Skinny is like sticking to this gamble hop across, which again will work. We know it will, but damn, I'd be freaking scared.
It's a play. It's
like,
certainly a play.
At this point, you're like, oh my god. But
oh, that's right. We haven't found a Picto yet. It could just easily be on Pompey and Vera.
Yeah.
This magic sucks.
Yeah, this seed does not want to relent right now. It is refusing to yield.
There was a lot of stuff in Tachi, though.
Yeah, but it's all just like the, you know, the required stuff. Like shard, a sword. Nothing that we like immediately need. Ah, nice. Side hop around the pillar. Yeah, you have to like make sure you slightly back away from the wall, because otherwise you'll start sidling the wall.
Oh, we didn't get the triple mail equip. That's my favorite part of this game, is getting all 3 of those letters at once.
Yeah, and then you dump all of them, and then you have an empty hotbar again.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a fresh seed all over.
We're going boomer strats?
Hell yeah! I like
boomer strats!
This is my preferred.
There's a shield.
Alright, and again, another just strictly necessary item, but doesn't actually help us.
We only need 1 of those this seed.
So dang, unlucky on the boomer strats. I promise they can be good.
Curious
The
why
command melody skip is just rough in general.
Curious why Zai is doing that side hop rather than just using grapple, but
Yeah, both are fine. I'm not sure how they compare time wise. To be completely honest with you. Yeah, the side up sword strike is good to know though if you're only in here with Leaf. Because you can definitely run out of magic in this room and that always sucks.
yeah, that may or may not have happened to me like 5 times.
Well, there you go, you can add that one to your repertoire, as they say.
Alright, what's on Cafe Bar?
Picto.
Boomerang. Oh! It's on Note to Mom or Zunari.
Oh, wow, that's super annoying.
Progression is on Note to Mom or Zunari.
Incredible.
This is really cringe.
Super dumb. God, what's Wind Temple even gonna have at this point? We're looking for a shard and magic at this point. That's it. That's all we need.
I mean, Wind Temple could also just be empty past the first check.
Oh, you know what I just thought about too? So Skinny save warped out of Tower of the Gods, and normally I'm like, man, I really am not a fan of the save warp out. But I forgot, Skinny opened floor 1.
Oh,
so it's not quite as bad to get back up because you can just run up down the middle.
It's on Zunari.
It's on. Is there? Oh, screw Zunari. Well, actually, it still could be something dumb. It could still be a.
It could be a Tingle statue.
Yeah.
It could be a Tingle statue leading to Picto, and Pumping Vera gives you deluxe Picto for. I guess there's nothing else in the chain it could be.
Yeah, at that point we're out of stuff. No, it'll probably just be on Zunari, though ankle would be fun. Zunari is super annoying though. Because then it's like, once you get Zunari, then you're like, well, now I want to do freaking, well, I mean, you want to do, now I feel like I need to do Creep and Transparent Chest. But it's daytime because I was just talking to Zunari, so now I gotta make it nighttime again and like grumble.
Uh-huh.
It's like a whole thing. And then if then Creep will probably give a Picto box, which will lead to nothing, but it'll be like, oh, I guess I have to make it daytime again, and...
Well... Zai... So, if Zai continues through Taji, we don't know what Big Key Chest is.
It's true.
Big Key Chest could very well be our last shard. Which would suck for Skinny D, because I imagine Skinny D gets magic and then goes Wind Temple because you're right there.
Maybe, yeah. And just knowing that, like, yeah, there's probably nothing except for the boss shard.
Mm-hmm.
So blank on one heart. Shouldn't matter, but little spook.
Pulling out grapple instead of the Wind Waker. I'm here for it.
That's one of those, like... I'm sure, again, you're used to clearing this with magic, so not used to having the grapple equipped. As soon as your equips are off of, like, what they normally are, you know, it's like those items, it's like the items don't exist.
Oh, there it is!
There it is, yep, just straight, raw, normal magic. That's super annoying.
Alright, I'm just kidding. Wind Temple will have a Picto. And that Picto will lead to another Picto, which will lead to... Oh, we're going back to Taji, it doesn't matter.
Okay, just going straight back, yeah.
And that other Picto will lead to a Tingle statue, and that'll be double magic.
The nice thing is that you don't have to get anything in the floating platforms room, at the very least.
Yeah. Skinny's going straight back, and it looks like Zai is continuing here.
Okay. Skinny was looking to the right, and I'm like, oh, is this actually going to be Hopcross after all that? But no. Okay. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, you have to just commit to it at this point.
Yeah.
You cleared all that other stuff just hoping that it wasn't going to be Magic and Hopcross. God, if it ended up being Magic and Hopcross, that would have been extremely punishing for Skinny. Which is why I wouldn't have left it. I don't know. But if it's what you do, it's what you do. You stick to your code, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just like, I feel like in situations like this, when you make these gambles, you can't second guess yourself. You can't, because the moment you second guess yourself, that's when you lose even more time.
Yeah, because usually when you gamble, you sort of route in like an otherwise, like, you know, quote unquote, like, it ends up being an unoptimal clear because you skipped it earlier when it would have been more convenient to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like, yeah, you really just need to commit at that point. Okay, and both the runners are going to be holding hands in a second. Well, at least kind of.
They're going to be
There's
waving.
more of a
to each
high
other.
five, right? But
Yeah.
right here through this doorway.
I was about to say Zai doesn't have a key, but that's because he used it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Skinny kind of showing off the lead that they had from even just going in, but then definitely from the floor 1 trouble that Blank had, where now they've gone, they've done all those delivery bag things, which at least is not too long, but definitely does take some amount of time, and they're basically back in the same spot.
That is a good point, Jam. Skinny will be able to use the elemental arrows on Godin, saving just a little bit of time.
Well, as long as the hands behave, at least.
That's what.
But this is true. There is that potential as well. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Keys incoming? Not we make it up the ladder. I don't like the keys in this room. I'm not a fan. I always kill him every time. I'm too scared. I'm too conditioned. But Skinny not getting trolled in the end. Alright. Anything else? Anything left? One more shard, perhaps?
I can't see. It looks...
Like,
it's spicy?
Something.
You know what? It's probably Boomerang. Oh, we're doing the hookshot strat? I love this strat. I do this all the time
If this ends up being Picto, and Picto is required, that'll be... Yeah, doing it too slow.
Yeah, for this you really just gotta go right away because you want to go while you're still technically being damaged.
Yeah, the timing can be tight. Oh, there we go. And then the bomb boost goes straight over, so go figure.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, potentially that's another check that Zai is going to be able to skip later on, because that, I want to say that shield was somewhere on Windfall? The other one?
I think it was just like Maggie delivery though, so...
Yeah, we'll do it anyway.
Probably just do it, yeah.
Looking for magic.
Shoutouts to Dead Angular though.
Yeah.
Alright, also look at Cloud's back and tell me where the shield is, by the way.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Just to make my point from earlier. The one thing about this model that I'm a little iffy on. Where is that shield? You look at that model and you tell me there's a shield back there, because I don't think I see one. Like, I don't see one. To be fair, Cloud doesn't, like, use a shield, so it probably would look weird with him having the Buster Sword and a shield, but... Still. It's like the one downside to the Nico model is her power bracelets are not that obvious. They're like tiny little clovers on her arms. It's like a flat texture, but other than that, you just get. At least I've gotten used to it at this point. But the nice thing about the Linka model is her power bracelets are so obvious. If you store them, you know right away.
Mm-hmm.
Big old gold gauntlets. You literally can't miss it.
Now I know in the model that I use, it's, they're the bright gold like rings on a very blue skin color, right? So it's like seeing power bracelets are really, really easy. Then you get models like, well, no offense, Claire, like yours, where you can't see them at all.
Yeah, no, I am the first to agree with you on that one. That's for sure. Okay, Skinny's gonna re-soup a couple more elemental arrows. I don't even know what phase this is for Blank.
I think
a second.
Was phase 2.
The double shot, big, saving an arrow. That actually might have mattered a little bit because now we get into the eye phase without getting the snot arrows.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, now the hands will respawn, but at least the eyes are open.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, it seemed like Skinny ended up getting through the fight maybe just a little bit faster. I'm sure the elemental arrows helped assist in that regard.
Now, I imagine Skinny D just goes straight Wind Temple. I don't think there's anything else that they can do.
I don't think there is. I think
Besides
they have to.
Fire
Yeah.
Mountain and Needle Rock, and also outside Great Fairy.
Oh, that's right. We do have the magic now, don't we?
And the
Oh,
thing that's
Outset Fairy. Oh, God.
the thing that kind of scares me about the 3 checks we have left is that Wind Temple, Wind Temple couldn't have been hinted barren because, there was something right in that first chest.
But was that it? Yeah, that's the question.
Was it it?
And
Yeah.
you're looking for one item, too. All we need is a shard. That's all we're looking for now. A shard is go mode, but there are a lot of places it could be.
Now, this could very well come down to, if somebody clears their overworld, and I see Skinny D just pulled up Wind Temple on their tracker. So
It's dungeon rush. Yeah, so if it ends up being an overworld and Blank clears overworld first instead of dungeon rushing, then that could really impact things. Because the difference too, right, is Blank is gonna be clearing other overworld stuff. However, they're only gonna get their magic on Zunari, so they'll be right by Wind Temple at that point. So it's gonna be hard to say. It's very hard to say. Yeah, so where is this last shard gonna be? That is the question of the hour.
is that triple mail? No, we got Philip.
Wait, I didn't even realize we got Philip.
I
Let's go.
want to say it was on bomb mail or something.
Oh, was it really? Oh, I just totally missed it then. Philip coupon.
If we are gonna bet, I'm not gonna say my prediction quite yet, but
Like, as fun as it is to like talk about the Philip coupon as like a sort of like a meme item,
I don't even know what it does.
you can just like fill up bombs and arrows at Beetle for free one time. But in order to get it, you have to. I want to say that's gold membership reward. So you already have to have like bought a ton of stuff from Beetle already. I don't remember if selling spoils to Beetle gives you points. I don't think it does, but it might. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, you just have to like buy a ton of arrows. And at that point, you're like, well, do I really need this? Like, imagine instead it was, I don't know, like there's like the shop guru statue. Like, imagine there was like the Beetle shop guru statue. I think that could be cool. Yeah, there's the mirror shield for Blank. Alright, I will say this. You can see the mirror shield on Cloud's back. It's like that weird, like, Protoss pylon looking thing. But...
it's still hard to see.
It's still hard to see, right? It's still really tiny. But
it's a little ridiculous.
It's at least a little bit better. I'll give them that. It's a little bit better. But I honestly don't know what the model is for the normal shield. There might not even be one. But
I think it's especially hard to see when, Cloud is moving.
yeah.
Like when they're standing still.
I don't know what I'm looking for on the normal shield too, to be fair. Maybe if I knew, it'd be a little different. But I don't. Alright, so Blank should now know that progression is on Zunari. That is the only thing, honestly, not even know. That's like the only thing that he can do.
I think the thing that sucks the most about Magic being on Zunari is then you then have to go back for Needle Rock.
Yeah.
If
it's
it
like
ends
you come
up
to Great
being there.
Fit, yeah. Which, it's like, man, if the shard ends up being on Needle Rock too, like, how troll is that?
Well, honestly, it very well could be, and honestly, I think I would check it personally.
It's like, if Blank goes to Wind Temple after this, and the shard is not in Wind Temple, the race could end up being like a little bit of Overworld Casino, like who does the right check first. But then it'll otherwise be like largely a Hyrule, race with Skinny definitely probably gonna have a lead. Most likely gonna have a lead, I should say. But if it's in the overworld and Blank does not go into Wind Temple right away, then that could really swing things around. Time
Big
will
chest
tell.
was hinted dead, so no need to get storage or anything. Is that spiky? Oh my god.
That is spiky.
Boomerang.
But it could
Boomerang.
be boomerang, it could be picto.
Oh,
Picto.
that scares me.
Yeah.
That's really
Not
scary.
great. But it's also one of those things though too, like we didn't see anything on the picto checks so far. So it could
there's
easily
another
not lead to
spiky.
anything. It's another
That's
spiky.
boomerang.
No,
That's no,
this is gonna be the other picto.
no, it's a tingle statue leading to boomerang. Mineko could have a shard. I don't think Mineko was hinted.
I don't think so either, yeah.
If it's double picto, I'm gonna scream.
I think double
won't,
picto would be
but-
very funny.
I
That
will
would be
mute my mic.
I'm betting double picto incoming.
Backflipping just a little too late there, Skinny.
I kind of hate this strat. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's
do
great.
too.
It's much more preferred than doing the normal way in this room, but it's so like finicky. I feel like you can do everything right and still not get it. All right, Blank. What are you do? What are you gonna do here? We haven't seen this check yet, so we don't know if this is gonna be shard right here, right now.
I'm nervous. I'm literally on the edge of my seat. Like,
Oh, Blank is gonna check the fire ice checks here, which we did not. We did not see these from Skinny
I forgot about
because
those.
Skinny got magic and was like, "I need to go finish Tower of the Gods right now." So, God, this could be, if there was ever a time, if you're a fan of Blank, if there was ever a time for Creeb to come out big,
Oh no!
but we already know, if there is anything I know about Season 6, is that Creeb does not come out big, ever.
Alright, I need you to stop disrespecting my boy.
Look,
Alright.
I'll stop disrespecting him when this stops happening.
You know what? That's completely
When,
fair.
when Creep shows up for one of these seeds, I'll stop, but it still doesn't happen. Watch him give, like, Picto here and bait Blank to do more stuff. And just make it even worse. Come on, Creep, stop the bleeding. Okay. For once, by giving us nothing, you have helped us out. Does Blank go Wind Temple right now? If no, that could really seal things pretty strongly. But we shall see.
Another thing is, where the hell is Boomerang? Oh! No, we're going Wind Temple? Yeah, we're going Wind Temple.
Fucking Wind Temple. Okay, alright.
I mean, this could very well come down to, you know, if we do a BK skip.
Yep, big key skips, Puppet Ganon. This race is definitely not over, but Skinny with the advantage right now. For sure.
I'm unsure if Skinny D knows the big key skip. I don't think I've ever seen them do it.
Yeah, may even just peek a couple chests just to, you know, see if it shows up quickly. But this is looking like we're gonna try and store
no,
this.
we pulled out bombs. Yep.
Yep. We're definitely going for the big key skip. Ooh, gonna go for spring drop storage first.
Oh.
I guess favors this over bomb push. I know not everybody's not everybody feels super confident in their bomb push.
I've never gotten storage on a spring, I'll be quite honest with you.
Thing about it that's tough is it's just a slightly like longer drop than a lot of other spots. Because it's like, it's technically a little bit harder to get the drop. It's a 1 frame drop versus the normal 2. But you so often probably get that first frame anyways that it doesn't like affect it too much.
Oh, we got it!
Go. Nice. Yeah, the secret for spring drop, for anybody out there wanting to, you know, do it or is having trouble with it, look for the direction that those like feet icons kind of look. You want to be in the bottom right corner of, like, if the feet are facing away from you, essentially. The bottom right corner of the spring, because there's kind of like an invisible, I don't know, for whatever reason, the hitbox of the spring kind of like extends outward a little bit, so you can rub up on a sort of invisible wall. Because you need to climb up on as far to the right on the spring face as possible. to get the drop. If that makes any sense at all. If it didn't, don't worry about it.
I'll be honest, I zoned out.
That's fair. I zoned out halfway through my explanations.
I
That's
saw,
probably why it was so bad.
I saw Skinny D like going like through the wall and like almost like not finding their way through, so I was just like so hyper focused on it.
Yeah, sometimes getting that clip through can be a little awkward. Yeah. Oh, hook shot. I often don't like doing that second head hook shot just because there is, and I don't see it happen too often, but it can happen where you like randomly void on those heads. So I'll often just leaf over for the second one since you can. But I kind of like that backflip pull leaf. That might help with the consistency of not voiding. Although I find also too, it's important to just not ESS or anything. You just want to move with purpose. It's when you ESS on there that you get into trouble. And shouts to Makar for screwing up that movement there. And by shoutouts, I mean I hate Makar, so classic.
Alright, Skinny D lining up for this little
We're
bit.
too far into
skip.
the right. I'm a little spooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, at
normally-
least we didn't fall down.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, a lot of people you'll do a sword bash against this wall, and that generally either makes you ledge grab or at least pushes you far enough back like this, where this should work.
Yep.
And then as long as we're able to get over here,
And not get
And then
grabbed
you-
by the floor master.
yeah. Give the floor master his customary high five, just like that.
I will say I like the red pea hats and the red floor master.
Yeah, I often don't go for the color randomization because I don't like what it does to the pose for Jalhala, but
I hate it, yeah.
for a lot of the other enemies, it can be really cool. Okay, how does Blank like to clear? A lot of people will end up going like backwards right now through the many cyclones room, and that is what they're gonna do. All right, so we'll be getting our go mode shard very shortly.
This is very, this could very well come down to, that PG and who can, like, land those snipes, especially because, I know Skinny D likes that Boomerang as a backup.
Well,
when
but we don't have it, yeah, because we never found it. That's true. That's true. Well, we'll have to see. That's what everyone will have to imagine.
It's okay, I got it.
The cat jams will be in your heart.
I did it. There you guys go. I'm not gonna do it for much longer though because, well, I don't want to annoy Claire.
It's so good. It was desynced from what I was hearing, so it was gonna destroy my brain if I tried to join in.
Oh right, we can switch audio. I forgot about that.
Are you just doing that off the cuff? Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, Skinny is gonna drink some soup. I definitely do not want to die to Mulgara right now. That would be very, very unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately got snacked on just a tiny bit. Little munchy munchies.
Sorry.
Also, I thought Skinny had clean audio. Maybe not. I think
They said beforehand that they didn't.
Blank is actually also going for Spring Drop. Yeah, see, so you can kind of like rub up the. Oh, nice! Wow, I actually got it on the first drop too.
Fairly quick, yeah.
Oh, no, don't do it on that side, Blank. Don't do it on that side. No, not by the mini boss. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah. You can clip through the door frame on the mini boss door. It does work the same way. You just have to be really careful to not hit the loading zone for the mini boss, and that can be very easy to do on accident.
I will say I've never. Oh,
Ooh, I think that might be fun. No, not quite. Dang.
really unfortunate. We do have
I
other
think
chances.
because that first leaf blow though didn't push him out of bounds. I just don't think it was like expecting. Thought it still might not be close enough. Yeah, thankfully this chest is still here. But
When you have a brace as close as this one, you know.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like, but of all the times, it's like really, we're already needing to try to make up a little bit of a deficit, and now we have to do the bomb push. So time for the true test.
Well, the bomb pushed itself off, so I don't think that counts.
I think we had a slight diag. Alright, skinnydee in go. Officially, fully. All shards, all swords, all bows. It's Ganon time, baby. Well, it's actually gonna take a little bit to get there, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it will be Ganon time. Oh, I think like you're too far to the right, I think.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so when you clip on these door frames, you need to make sure, it's like weird. If you're too far towards the door, you'll start rubbing up against the door's hitbox, and if you're too far away from the door, you'll start rubbing up against the wall's hitbox. So you have to find that happy medium in the middle.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was scared that...
Same, I was scared. I was holding my breath a little bit, not gonna lie. And chest storage plus walls does not let the camera play nice.
Oh no, we didn't...
I'll be honest, I looked over at Skinny, so I did not see what happened there.
I think, Zai tried to put on the iron boots and then, you know,
Oh, and then do like the side hop?
the side hop into the
button
cutscene,
didn't go
and
all
it
the way
was
down.
slightly too quick, yeah.
Gotcha. That's unfortunate. That is also the barrier broken. Well, the barrier broken. That was also, not only was Blank was too quick on the boots, and I was too quick on the,
Oh no.
what I was saying.
My barrier. It's broken. Any of you guys know what I was just referencing?
No? No. Apparently someone else does, though. Ice knows. Ice knows. I'll be honest, I don't know what that was.
I'll explain it later.
Okay. You'll tell me when I'm older? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. I can't wait. Alright. Now Blank's gotta do the, well... I guess, in this part of the big key skip, right? It's like not technically the big key skip, because this isn't the part where we skip it, but like it's all part of the setup, so... This is a big key skip version of getting across this room, or at least one of them. And then give the customary high five. Yeah, there's kind of like the older, I call it the older version, where you just jump from that first fan, and then you kind of just cancel the leaf midair. It's a little bit more jank. It can be faster, but it can be a little bit more dangerous, which is why I think most runners don't go for it. Sort of the, I don't know. It's the fast but perhaps risky. The gangsta method, or whatever, I don't know. For when you're feeling spicy. Oh, hi, Cloud. A little personal jump scare. When suddenly the face gets big. Or it's like how some models, when they super swim, it's like kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Or I think like the Ashley model has like a huge, like her hair is huge. Or like it can be. I think like one of the costumes it's like bigger because it's in like twin ponytails, and it takes up so much of the screen. Like you can't see past your own character's head. Alright, here you go, peeps. Here's the cat gems you've been waiting for. Oh, Skinny's gonna get a little bit extra magic. And now we have to go to the light arrows. I'm gonna get bullied a little bit here. No, the suit buff, no. It's okay, I think we'll be able to reapply that before we get to Ganon. It'll probably be fine.
No, we had one chance, Claire. It's
Dang.
over.
No more soup. We drank it all.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Yeah, if we did more glitchless runs. We did one semi-recently, and it was like weird, because you're like, man, I really have to think about when I'm going to use this soup, because I actually only have 2 uses for once. This is weird. I don't like this. Definitely a lot spookier. Soup dupe is, I guess it's all potion / bottle dupes. It's definitely makes the game a lot easier. Nice shot there from Skinny. Ooh, and Blank got the target on the little baby Mulgara. Demonstrating why I hate the target method of the mid-air snipe. That can sometimes happen. Yeah, now hopefully, I'm hoping I'm not gonna curse Blank here. Hopefully we did not spawn in the middle. I don't think we did.
Oh no.
Looks like we should be far enough.
If that happened
It's
for
close,
like the
but I
third time
think
this
we're out
week.
of it. That would be tragic.
Well, third time this month, I should say, not this week.
It happened a lot recently. Oh, is that the tail cut? No, it wasn't. We cut the leg. Yeah, we're not quite
Oh yeah,
in the
we're far
center,
enough away.
But
It was close.
we are on the platform, which honestly, it's like,
Scary enough.
if it wasn't for the fact that you could spawn in the warp, like if you could consistently spawn on the platform like this, it does save time because you are closer to where the warp ends up being. But one, it's even just like hard to, you know, intentionally end up anywhere after the boss fight because like the cutscene I think does alter your position a little bit. But
Is PG1 down for Skinny D?
yeah, so we didn't have the boomerang, but boomerang need not apply.
I'm sticking with that Picto Box led to a Tingle statue that led to Boomerang. I'm sticking with it. I will go play this game myself if I have
it's definitely possible.
That or is in, you know, the rest of Wind Temple.
Yeah, we never saw what was up in the top, and we also don't know the spikes floor.
Yeah.
Like the breaking the floor one, or like the mini boss. There's still a couple of checks in Wind Temple that we did not see. And now we'll never know. But Boomerang does have to be somewhere. It is, by the logic, required. Even without Forbidden Woods, because of Puppet Ganon Phase 1.
I will say, on Skinny D's side, I do like the colors of the tail. With that yellow being in the little cracks with the
Yeah, but the
red
only
orb.
downside, though, is it's like, now you got like the poop water. I don't like how it randomizes the water color.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the things that's the other thing I don't like about the random colors is freaking Puppet Ganon water can be so weird. And sometimes it can also make it a little bit harder to see on the spider phase. This time, instead of Ganon's tower, it's Ganon's toilet, apparently.
Yes, we are breaking the barrier on Zai's side, while Skinny does PG3. Got 2 shots on it.
Opting for the sort of the turret method. We just kind of we be shooting. Which honestly, I've been starting to favor towards like a hybrid with like kind of like shooting from afar a lot more rather than going for bomb stuff. Because it can be so easy for bomb stuff to also take a while.
I think it kind of depends like where you are in relation to where it spawns. That was a nice shot.
That's the no fear shot. shoot it like point blank as with the drive-by.
Point BlankXai, yeah.
Point BlankXai. Skinny though. Skinny version. Alright. It's a rope climb and a Ganon left, but
Oh, you know what? That was a
speaking
nice.
earlier about how powerful Soup Doof is. I think this is probably a pretty done deal. Unfortunately for Blank.
Yeah. You never know. Something could happen.
It's true.
Oh,
It is
the-
possible, but also at this point, I don't want to see it happen. Not because I want to see either runner win or lose, but I just don't want to see something like that happen to either runner.
Yeah, I get it. That was a nice rope climb from Skinny, even though we fell at the very end there with the immediate leaf pull, getting back to pretty much exactly where they were. Failing that grapple skip, but...
Oh no, and we got the ledge grab in the awkward spot. You cannot climb up from here. It feels like you should be able to save it, but as far as I know, you can't. And it's maybe... I should mess around with that. I wonder with roll clip timing if it's possible to somehow, depending on where you are, like get to a different spot. Because it's like it makes you slide right away, but roll clip, like you might if you were perfectly like horizontal to it, like maybe you still could. I don't know. Something to mess with one day, maybe. But it's weird. It's like it doesn't have a proper ledge where it should be. It's like weirdly lower. So why even have a ledge at all? You know? Ooh,
That's okay,
we've got
you-
Shamrock Shake Ganon.
Shamrock Shake Ganon!
Yeah.
No pinching Ganon on St. Patrick's Day. He's
Nothing
wearing
that people-
green.
Is that a thing that people do?
Yeah. If you don't wear green, you're supposed to wear green on St.
Oh.
Patrick's Day, and then if you don't, you get pinched.
That just sounds like an excuse that people made to bully others. I don't know.
Yeah, that is what happened to me in elementary school. Ganon, are you okay? You're looking a little sick, like looking a little
Oh.
green.
Oh. A little early on the parry. So it did not connect. Oh. And Blank cutting down the leg. Both of the runners cutting down the ropes with arrows. Which is always like one of those things, like if you try to do it on purpose, like if you ask me to do that on purpose, there's no shot. Somehow, in all the different fights, it ends up happening more often than it should.
That is going to be GG's for Skinny D.
That'll be GG's, yep, with an official time of 2:05:53. Ganon eats that steel, as they say.
Meanwhile, BlankXai is doing PG1.
Finishing up some snipes. Ooh, getting the right side snipe, nice. Right before he was gonna do the slow, so getting it when it matters there.
We should be having the runners join us pretty shortly for an interview.
A little post
There they
match
are.
interview action.
How's it going?
GG's.
GG's.
What'd you think about the seed?
Absolute dog shit.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it seemed pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
That magic sucked.
That magic was so terrible. Oh my god. I got lost in the sauce of like trying to find that magic. Because after I broke into Forbidden or Forsaken Fortress,
Gorgeous, yeah.
I just started doing all the checks and I was like, magic's gotta be around here somewhere. And then I was like, I'm not even following my logic, so maybe I should start with that.
Yeah.
Well, it's always tough too when your logic is, go do first check of Wind Temple and only that. 'Cause then it's time to leave and come back way later.
Yeah, that was pretty icky of the seed to do.
You know, I think like our first race, we also had that happen though. I want to say.
Or first
I know we
race?
had to go into first check of Wind Temple. I think it was for delivery bag as well. Because isn't that what
Oh,
we
I remember that. Yeah.
like our
I
game
I
one
rest-
had
I
the
don't
same
remember.
thing.
I calmed and restreamed. I don't
do
even
remember
remember.
that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was awful.
Well, dang. I guess you two are just cursed to have awkward Wind Temple seeds. Apparently.
See, and this is why I hate Wind Temple.
Literally every game we had Wind Temple.
Oh yeah, every game too. I'm like,
Every game for this match, yeah.
See, the secret is you have to make Wind Temple feel loved, and that way, when it feels loved, it'll just abandon you. So it'll leave you
Yeah.
alone.
Dang.
Pretty factual. Pretty factual. Honestly, that story adds up. So
it will never be loved.
story adds
It'll
up.
apparently keep on coming back. Also, somebody said this in the chat, but just to confirm, Skinny, are you usually a hop across non-believer, hop across skipper?
It really depends. I almost
Okay.
checked it because we didn't have magic and it wasn't too. I didn't want to be like, maybe I shouldn't do it because maybe there's nothing there. I was like, but it played out in the end because we got all keys on the bottom floor, so it's like, okay, maybe there's nothing there.
Because I saw somebody mention that you often like to skip it, so I was like, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I only skip it if I feel like I don't really need to do it.
Well, hey, it worked out this
Sometimes
seed.
it doesn't make sense.
Nice little added bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Definitely a fun race though to watch.
It's a
But this
nice
was
best of
the
three.
yeah, this was the third of the best of 3. So as unfortunate as to say, Blank, this was your final race of the bracket, at least. Hopefully not your final race ever.
Yeah, I think now I'm gonna start doing some mixed pools now that I don't have to worry about season 6.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
Well, actually, too, even speaking of, I think the nightly builds are not going to have race mode. Isn't necessarily just shards, or at least an option for that. So just required the bosses being killed. So I'm actually kind of excited to try that because that could be kind of neat.
that
Yeah,
sounds
that
pretty
is
cool,
pretty
actually.
And then if that becomes the norm, we might finally one day have my dream scenario happen. I want so badly Godon's boss item to be the green shoe jelly. I've wanted it for so long and I've never seen it because it would be very funny, obviously. I've still never seen it, so maybe that'll be in the future. I hope.
Maybe.
But yeah. And then otherwise, Skinny, you would have been moving on to face Shizuka. They unfortunately ended up having to drop from the bracket, so you're actually not going to necessarily know who you're facing until Blanc and Zenki play against each other. So.
Oh wow, really? What happened?
I'm not sure. I think it was just they weren't able to continue doing it, so you'll be getting a bit of a bye. So hopefully either a break that you need, and hopefully not a too much of an icing period for you.
I guess.
I'll have to see how it goes.
So I have to.
Meantime.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask, like, where was the lead, like, defined? Like, where, which part did I screw up so terribly?
Well, Skinny D actually decided not to go for, the floor 1 skip, and just decided to grab the statue. And so you unfortunately did mess up on that a little bit, which cost you some time, and then Skinny D absolutely skipped hop across as well, which ended up paying off, so.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, you did the FF play earlier and had some stuff, but then Skinny got the bombs earlier, so was able to do, like, some other things. So those two kind of seemed like they kind of counteracted each other a little bit. So Skinny entered Tower of the Gods with, like, a little bit of a lead, but then the first floor gave you some trouble. And then it kind of just went from there.
That's unfortunate.
But,
Yeah, it happens. I literally was thinking about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do right side first because that's what I usually do now, and then I store the chest that spawns in, and then use that to do like a leafless skip. And then I was like, no, screw that. We're gonna like go. We're gonna go do like vanilla, speedrunner vanilla strats. Yeah, and it just was not paying off.
Yeah. I mean, if we have any questions for the runners, or if the runners have any final thoughts.
No, not really. I'm
Keep
just
doing
saying.
what you're doing, baseball. I can't wait to watch more of these seeds.
Well, yeah, congratulations, Skinny and Zai. We hope to keep seeing more of you.
Yeah, you'll see me
I think we
around.
might hand it off
yeah.
to our restreamer now to send us off if nobody else has any comments.
Yeah, what do we got going on in CSR this weekend? I heard there might be some potentially other cool races to watch. So.
Yeah, like the Claire's on Saturday and mine on Sunday.
Tomorrow?
Oh, really? Whoa. Oh, nice.
But
Claire, you play game 1 and 2 tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's the deadline Sunday. We're like, well, we better get these in.
Yeah, that's
Whoops.
Well, that'd be a little bit nice to watch. Who's it against? Is it against
Going against Kilp. Going against Sir Kilp.
Kelp?
Sir
Yep,
Kilp.
Sir Kilp.
Oh, that should be a good one.
Hopefully good. Okay, what else we got on the schedule, baseball? Anything
All right. There's like a million races this
Oh,
weekend,
shoot.
I think. Tons of Wind Waker. Yes, Claire versus Sir Kilp. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. That's game 1. We also have Huff Puff versus Bobby in the Challenge Cup. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And there's a bunch more Wind Waker on Sunday. How many games is this? Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 matches on Sunday. So, yeah, you probably just want to look at the schedule to read those. I could be sitting here reading matches at you for like 15 minutes.
Come on, baseball. At least read mine. Gosh. I'm kidding.
Wow,
I'm
look
kidding.
at this. Sunday.
And would you believe it?
Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Momo versus Matzatal Soup Game 1 in the winner's
Holy
bracket
cow.
semifinals. We should all definitely watch that one.
Thank you. Sorry.
I think I'm actually busy at that time for an undisclosed reason that I haven't decided yet.
Damn.
Just kidding.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Probably is. I mean, I lost, so.
Oh, no, that's not what I
There,
meant.
buddy.
I promise. Anyways, go ahead, baseball.
I will be commentating another race at that time, so I will not be able
Hell
to
yeah.
watch, unfortunately. But yeah, that is all of the Wind Waker this weekend. It's like 8 matches, so lots to watch, lots coming up. Nothing else tonight. Yeah. Cool.
We were the grand finale.
Yeah,
Nice.
grand finale of the day. All that's left for me to do is to thank our wonderful volunteers, and of course our runners, skinnydee and BlankXai, and our trackers, Ice Cold Killa and Fastest. Thank you for staying up late, and our wonderful commentators, Momo and Clarion. And that is
Yeah,
all from
Thanks,
me
guys.
today. I don't have a raid target for us today, so I'm just gonna end the stream. You all go have a great night. Is Cine
Cine
running?
1 is live. He's
Alright,
not
here is
running
Cine.
Wind Waker, but
Cool.
He's gaming.
Cine. What is Cine playing?
He's
he's
playing.
doing an N64 mania of, I don't know, retro?
Yeah.
Great. I love Cine. That's a great idea. We're raiding Cine. Excellent choice. Cine
Let's
does run Wind
go.
Waker and
Enjoy the
Majora's
free
Mask
channel points.
and Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Cine's good at everything. So, yeah.
Talented.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
See ya.